A traffic policeman notices that there is a car driving against the traffic on a one-way road. He immediately starts a pursuit, and after a few minutes, the car stops on a side of the road. He approaches the car with caution and sees a beautiful blonde at the wheel. Irritated by her driving, he asks her sternly, "Where do you think you're going, young lady?" She looks up at him and says, "I was going to that shopping mall, which is located right around the corner. But I think I am late now." Puzzled even more so now, he asks her why she thinks she's late to the mall. "Well, everyone seems to be going back now," she replies. Bob came home from work and realized he was in big trouble. He somehow managed to forget his wedding anniversary. His wife was really angry at him. She told him, "Tomorrow morning, I expect to find a gift in the driveway that goes from 0 to 206 seconds. And may God help you if it is not there." So poor Bob spends the night thinking and planning. Soon after he leaves for work, the courier van arrives and leaves a beautifully wrapped box in his driveway. When his wife wakes up, she looks out the window and sees a gift-wrapped box in the middle of the driveway. Excited, she puts on her robe and runs out to the driveway. She brings the box back into the house and carefully unwraps it. Inside, she finds a brand new bathroom scale. And if you are wondering about Bob, he has been missing since Friday. A lady goes to the doctor and complains that her husband is losing interest in sex. After listening to her concerns, the doctor gives her a pill, but warns her that it's still experimental. He tells her to slip it into her husband's mashed potatoes at dinner. So that night, she does just that. About a week later, she's back at the doctor. They sit down for a chat, and she tells him, "Doctor, that pill is working. I put it in the potatoes, just like you said." It wasn't even 5 minutes later that he jumped up, raked all the food and dishes onto the floor, grabbed me, ripped all my clothes off, and ravaged me right there on the table. The doctor says, "I'm so sorry, I didn't realize the pill was that strong. The foundation will be glad to pay for any damages that occurred as a result of the pill." "No," she says, "that's okay. Besides, we're never going back to that restaurant anyway." Little Johnny became curious about life. One day, he came up to his father and asked him, "Daddy, how are people born?" His father sat him down and said, "Adam and Eve made babies, then their babies became adults and made babies, and so on." Little Johnny wasn't very satisfied with this answer, so he next went up to his mother and asked her the same question. The mother told him, "Well, we were all monkeys first, and then we evolved to become like we are now." Confused, little Johnny ran back to his father and said, "Daddy, why do you say that we all came from Adam and Eve, but Mommy says that we came from monkeys?" To that, his father replied, "Well, honey, it's just that your mommy was talking about her side of the family." A cute blonde walks into the electronics store. For the next half an hour, she is browsing the aisles and looking at all the displays. Finally, she picks up 2 devices and takes them to a sales assistant. She says, "Could you please tell me, what is the difference between these 2 phones?" Of course, the sales assistant tells her, "The main difference between these 2 phones is that this one is a camera, and the other one is a label printing machine." A client brings his car to the repair shop after it's been in an accident. He tells the person at the counter that he also brought a box full of car parts for the mechanic to use during the repair. A few days later, the mechanic calls the client and tells him, "I am very sorry, sir, but some of the parts you brought in do not fit your car." The man replies, "Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. There were 3 cars involved in that accident." A lifeguard is patrolling the beach when he notices something strange in the water. He looks through the binoculars and sees a woman in a yellow swimming cap trying to swim past the two marker buoys. Alarmed by her actions, he runs up to the water and starts yelling to her. "Attention to the lady in a yellow swimming cap, you cannot swim past the buoys." And immediately hears her yelling back at him, "These are not buoys, you idiot. I am swimming on my back."